So let's start your reading for lovely Cancer people. So the first card you have for your past is the Six of Pentacles. Yes, I'm just seeing, obviously this is about charity, it's about help, and I'm seeing that this is actually about asking for help, but actually not wanting to ask for help, or not asking for help, but kind of not wanting to accept help, that kind of thing. So I'm seeing that you could have been needing something, or some help or something like that, and someone was prepared to help you, but you didn't want to ask them. And I'm seeing that, you do actually struggle with asking when you need help. It's like not a pride thing, but it's like you just get this really terrible feeling when you feel like you might owe someone something. It's that kind of feeling. And you could have been in a situation at this time, or no, you could have been in a situation actually in your past where someone offered to help you, and it might have backfired or something like that, or maybe there was a gift with strings attached or something like that, or maybe someone tried to control you with help or something like that. It's some kind of thing happened. It might be more than one thing that made you kind of not want to accept any help from anyone. So this person has a really good heart. They really do. They have a good heart. So they're not going to do that. They're not the kind of person who's going to do that. And I think you knew that, but I think you also knew yourself. It really is more of it's not a logical decision that you made. It was more like avoiding a feeling. And it's like when you accept help from people, or if you ever have in your past, you had this horrible feeling, and thinking about accepting this help gave you this horrible feeling. So you just didn't accept this help, or you just decided not to take up on this help or whatever this was. So yes, if this resonates and you're still going through whatever this problem is, you will come through this whether you accept this help or not. Things might be very difficult for a while, and if you did accept this help, obviously things would be over a lot quicker for you, but it will be over anyway. This situation will improve, but it will take a lot longer, obviously, if you're not accepting this help. But it might be the best thing for you, since you'll be feeling a lot better in yourself if you don't accept that. So probably that's what's happened. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have for your past is the Chariot. So yes, this is about you. You're very, very independent. Look at this Chariot. And you're strong as well. And yes, you wanted to achieve things by yourself. And I'm actually seeing that someone in your past could have tried to make you dependent on them, because I was seeing that kind of control back in the Six of Pentacles, that maybe someone tried to control you with helping you with a gift or something like that. And maybe that's why you feel like that, because if you look at this Chariot, this man on the Chariot, he looks so serious, like he could control people, that kind of thing. And you didn't want to be dependent on someone. You're very, very independent. You really treasure your independence. I'm also seeing that you could have been determined to move on from a love situation or something like that, or at least, if not moving on for good, at least you were kind of moving away from someone, but you were determined. You had this determination. So because you were so determined, something very serious probably happened. And I'm seeing that in the seriousness of this Chariot man, this driver's face as well. So yes, you needed something in this relationship, something serious happened, and it put everything out of balance. That's what I'm seeing. And you're looking for balance. What you really want is balance, because if you look at this card, it's completely symmetrical if you look at the Chariot card. And that's what you're looking for. But whoever you were with wasn't treating you equally, and you felt really out of balance with this person. But also I keep on seeing that something very, very serious happened to make you want to move on from this person, or consider moving on from this person. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your past is the Four of Wands. So yes, again, look how symmetrical these wands are on this card. They're perfectly symmetrical. This is perfect balance, and that's what you wanted. And also I'm seeing there was a time where you did see a stable future with this person, maybe even marriage with this person. So yes, it had to have been a very, very serious thing for you to consider walking away. Now, I can't see whether this is permanent walking away or whether this is something temporary, but you were very, very determined, and you felt very serious about this. And you're probably still going through a very difficult time because of this, because it wasn't easy for you to do this. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have, your present, is the Six of Cups. So I'm seeing reconciliations with this card. I'm seeing dreaming, having some kind of sweet kind of fantasy about getting back together with someone, communication. If you look at this, there's flowers, it's a very sweet scene. And there's also a beautiful home in the background. So it could be, wanting a home again. So I'm seeing this person probably at this time is dreaming about you, thinking about you, and imagining some sort of reconciliation, imagining some kind of really nice communication with you. And this person might not see or recognize the reality of what's happening. Maybe they didn't see the seriousness of what was happening, because I am seeing that you saw this as very serious. You're the Chariot. Look at this man's face. And this person in your past is seeing the situation as like the Six of Cups. A beautiful sunny day with flowers, and it's not so bad, and maybe you're a little bit angry, but that's fine, we'll get over it, and I'll come and talk to this person again. And they're in a fantasy, and they're thinking about this, they want to come back together with you. But yes, they're seeing things in a totally different way than you are. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have, your present, is the Moon. Yes, yes, I'm seeing this person, they're not in the reality. The Moon is about not being in your reality a lot of the time. That's how this person is. They're a little bit lost. So I'm seeing that they're fantasizing about you. They went through that stage, and now they're at the stage where they're kind of in another kind of fantasy stage. They're kind of lost in their own feelings, lost in their own imagination. And I'm seeing they are still thinking about you at this time. But what they're doing now is they're looking over the relationship. They're looking over the time they had with you. And they're kind of assessing things. They're looking at what went wrong. Maybe they're looking at what went right, what went wrong. They're just looking over everything. And I'm just looking at this, and I'm seeing these two watchtowers at the side. And that's what that's about. They're kind of, if you climbed up, if you climbed up one of those watchtowers and you looked down, you'd be able to see everything, the whole scene. And that's what they're doing. They're up there surveying the whole scene. So they're looking at everything that happened in your relationship. They're thinking, oh, what could I have done right? What could I have done wrong? Maybe I should have done this. All of these kinds of things. So they're in their head about this at this time. But I'm still seeing that they're not seeing things as seriously as you were seeing. You still see things in a totally different way than this person. You're viewing your past relationship or your relationship in one way, and they're seeing things in a different way. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have, your present, is the Eight of Swords. Yes. Yes. I'm just seeing this could be about this situation again, where you didn't want to ask for help. You didn't want to accept help. I'm seeing this feeling of not wanting to be helped. Not wanting someone to do whatever this is for you. But then you're worried about moving forward on your own. So it's like you're very, very determined. You're a determined person. This woman's already got far away from her home. So she was determined to get somewhere. But you're afraid that you're not going to be able to get to the finish line on your own unless you have this help. But then you don't want to accept this help. So you're kind of a little bit mixed up around this situation. And you might even feel like you're a little bit trapped, like if you're by yourself and you're relying on yourself, you might not get very far, even though you are very determined to do things by yourself. But you have that worry inside yourself. That's what I'm seeing. So, you are going to get there. You are going to get past this. If you look at this woman, she has a rope around her. It might not be a rope. It might be something. She has something tied around her. Now, it's very loose, it's not tight, so if she wiggled a little bit, it will fall off. So yes, you can get past this, you can get through this, and I think you are going to realize this, and you are going to move forward. And yes, of course, again, if you accepted this help, you would be able to run past this situation, but you're not going to do this. I'm seeing you're not going to accept any help. So yes, it's going to be a little more difficult for you, but you're not trapped. You're not trapped. You're not as trapped as you think you are. You're going to be able to move forward. I was seeing that in the Six of Pentacles as well. So the situation will improve for you. The first card you have for your future is the Star. So yes, again, this is showing me things are going to change for you in your future. You'll have this beautiful star to follow, and it's going to be shining a light on things. So you'll be fine. Things will improve for you in your future. I'm also seeing that Yes, this is how this person sees you, this person from your past, who you kind of tried to walk away from, or you did walk away from. They're seeing you as this beautiful woman. They're also seeing you as a kind of an unattainable person. Someone that they're putting up on a pedestal almost, that they worship and they want to be with you, but they actually can't see it happening. And I think they're probably starting to realize at this time you're actually seeing the situation as a lot more serious than they are. So I am still seeing they probably are going to come and approach you at some time, but maybe not at this time. They might still be a little bit worried about how you're going to react to them if they do approach you. The next card you have for your future is the Nine of Wands. So yes, again, this is them. This is this person. They want to connect to you. They want to come and contact you. They're a little bit afraid of coming forward. And also this is about you as well, because I think if they did approach you at this time, this is how you would be. You would have this bandage around your head. You'd be retreating and you'd be saying, look, I cannot come and talk to you at this time. I've been through so much with you. I have been through everything with you. I'm battle scarred, I'm exhausted, and I don't think I can do this. I really don't. And that's how you're going to be with them if they come to you now. But I'm seeing that they probably won't do that. They'll probably come to you at some time in your future. So yes, sorry about that noise in the background. The last card you have for your future is the Ace of Wands. So yes, you're going to say no to this person if they do come to you now, but I'm not seeing them actually doing that. I'm seeing them probably coming to you in your more distant future. They're a little bit afraid of you, actually. That's what I'm seeing in the Star card. But yes, you have so much ahead of you. You have, you're going to be working on yourself, I'm seeing. You're going to be working on your health. You're going to be working on your money. All sorts of different areas of your life you're going to be working on. And when this person eventually comes back to talk to you, to approach you, you'll be way, way stronger. You'll be way more confident each time you do this. Even though you are battle scarred and exhausted, as you take on each thing, as you do each thing, it will give you more energy and more confidence to take on more and more and more things. By the time they come back to you, you're going to be amazingly strong, and you're going to be able to decide whether you want to be with this person or not, because you'll have that much strength and you'll have more confidence behind you. That's what I'm seeing there.